Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Mo be konton ngaji bedal be konton. Welcome to UDP TV Media na political discussion of Nabi. Be be sambal kali nan jang. Be mo be konton na men yalon kal be jiberola Facebook, kal be jiberola YouTube and Twitter and sal be konton killing altola. Modu sane ni konton ba ke baraka sirfo fane sirfo baraka ba ke. Ala baraka ba ke batol fana je kan ne jiberlal kono. Allah baraka bake semo be konton na mo be bismillah Ramadan Mubarak alon doliye sumo de dol mate follow bare mi semo be konton an men yalon kal mate follow in advance first 10 days so banta alhamdulillah alama nyen second 10 days so mo fana yalon kon kana donga kono ay sona yam be ma domande yo badi ngolu se dum kacha kono te mela bake jam bare be ko dol discourse la janne bi fana kuwol be mel discourse la foloto wala mum benna candidate sol men yalon ko gagneta ni mel manganye ke be konton killing itolla ke mo be jayi anum be duwala fana fo ala se silo nyin ka sone andi bulo kono unification o me yalon ka be ke kan wo mu kulete me yalon ko is very impressive so be mo be konton na candidate excuse me na candidate sol ngayele killing bi ta kay ba futa kan his excellency lawyer Ousainou Numukunda Daboma kafudama officially ka kontong manin ke fo itandala ka itandala kontrolel mila moti tolel be represent la nyin tunde kare to Gambia kono be o candidate sol funa be konton ngalon ko candidate sol be futala yela kilin bari kulo me alon ko kontano wata bakala ni sewo wata bakala UDP dingol be dawdra ne Gambia kono be ndiko ya me yal manum kan dantan koma bi ngalon ko mo ko be botale dalilo me ya bondi wala mo nyenti ali makati ba oke ala yim fasa kan alhamdulillah hani December fana aketa tenne alla makati bawoni kulo me alon ko akedale bari ala manna kunoje ala gisma woy wodo kam wodo fagada bi lafaka ku like only few issues lafaka wala address jam follow wala mu iko independent candidate sol wala mu NPP ko let ali amale sidi jaye ma fo NPP la psychopath Sidi Ndiaye ko independent candidate sol mu NPP lati wa yalong ikoni ning mobe nyokam wala ni mobe nyola me yalong ko ala balwo aya beke fania folati wallanto ala balwo aya beke kuma ken sem folati itany mari nyan naka tambi go mari nyatole at least a step ahead Sidi Ndiaye la was statement where sabu media mula independent candidates sol lalia at all the independent candidates in the Gambia. Many alonko you stood on the independent tickets in winter, ibitala parliament as an independent candidate. Yalone ku dantang wala keta dalilo ti meya sabu al winter no. Follow. Alla independent ya. Al mantara nyempati karto, Allah independent ya. Wala ya sabu al winter bawo patiol independent lo tad law landing UDP e molon digele andum NPP fana ye molon digele and some other political parties but more not opt to vote for the independent candidates atul independent candidates ol katul ta kaltamende ngalon ko albela filanye na puru election do nyi membinala me alon ka ba sambala parliament albe lafta pour ali tenten ko deke alla place o nyin ali a maintain ning allafta alla place o ali a maintain as an independent alkana alfonga credibility nyintinya to ally yourself with NPP ko fla nyaw momenti independent candidate yallo ke ko demari wintale ye fongota landi NPP kan ye kodole di la bang let me say the brown envelope ye ole di la bang wallanto ye motole di la bang wallanto ye promise fenna la bang itata ilata NPP kan ite mari ila credibility be nyamen while si bina kan nun ka join as a parliamentarian pour ka join ni election o nyinto ila wo credibility nyin abeta ta le frère ila credibility is gonna go to zero ite integrity sort la Gambia banko kan ko all the independent candidates I'm telling this to all the independent candidates If you want to maintain your dignity, Allah integrity, do not align yourself with the NPP. I'm very sure that they must have been coming to you people, or they will come to you people. NPP will do that because the only thing that NPP is good at is to do shameless acts. Many in Gambia, they don't care about the law. And in doing that shamelessness, they try to make sure that in the Makanaki, that is to bring in other people who are going to aid them in performing the same shamelessness in that country. NPP has no shame. NPP man shame so the Gambia banko ka deolo. NPP Kabrila Nyatunko do not have any regards, any respect to the Gambians and the laws of the Gambia, the living condition of the Gambian people. The president do not have that at heart. Nim president we work hard sort of no. The basic needs men make lack Gambia by now. The health facilities, the price of basic good commodities. Will be nakakulet me along president will be kalala priority. But let me give you some few points here. Made the people stop. Barotara made the people stall. Made the people stall and nafamu menti wala muyeta. Yesama dokula ye banko dimul nyinka ila stula dal mu moneti ila bata dal mu moneti. But Albarola made the people to Jibe. Let me just say the parliamentary campaign strategy for President Barrow by using the state's resources to go and campaign for the NPP candidates. Jumale kuma moje Barrow be sama dokula nyinka kamella. Mune mala problem dati, mune mala problem dati. Nang amanke kalo ka banko tinya, kalo ka fania fo banko kan, kalo ka kuma tilimbalo fo mole banko kan, kalo ka Gambia dindolu muta kal neng, walanto molie al neng. President for Besiring, ayewo muta, ayewo endorse and empower that. Ahmed Ba, kabringa lota, ako atol independent candidates or, albemu banko jawolet, albemu banko din jawolet, Ahmed Ba le nyefo. Ahmed Ba says all the independent candidates are the worst citizens of that country. Independent candidates. To exercise your constitutional right to contest for an election as an independent candidate makes you the worst sons and daughters of that country. This was said by the state minister in the presence of the president. And that statement was endorsed and supported by the president. So because they needed you people. NPP needed you, the independents, to go and be a cycle of parts for them. So they are now trying to frame ways Ibina Alkai Nyamen to make sure that Aliyet will support Bolea Sabunko, any independent candidate, any youth, may alonko ilora as an independent candidate. He win the election ola. Ning ite marina ta ijointa ka MPP fasa. The Gambian people will know your true color. The Gambian people will know who you are. And you shall definitely lost your seat by the grace of God come the next NAM elections in the Gambia. Listen when you may along the sell out UDP NAMs. Listen when those sell out UDP NAMs. How all of them be stripped away from their positions. And they will never come back. They will never come back. When you will be listen or let. Independent candidates, be careful. NPP will come for you because the NPP leader do not have any iota of shamelessness or integrity. Kajeko mongo di utterances ye mem for atol independent candidates on ye. Wasa ke no kuti membe tol fon malula do mandinge pour kanana kafunti atol independent candidates all kam. Kafali ko angana be mu kilomolati. Wolte o malo sotola. They will come after you people. But it is left with you people. You were doing your campaigns. NPP insulted you. They threatened you. They threatened you. They insulted you. Then they insulted your pedigree. They even insulted your loyalty to the states. But yet, the words that Yemem do not matter to them. They don't care about that anymore. And that shows how useless these people are. They will come after you people to bribe you, probably to give you some bribing factors. Procatola integrity in kawo convert to become a psychopath for their party and for the zoo president. So the independent candidates in the Gambia, most of you people are very young people, very, very young. You are very young. You just got yourself into politics. So you have a long way to go. You have a brighter future in that country. So do not allow somebody may along come among any positivity sort of nabankoka in the name of the zoo president. I nanang ayala political career betinya and consequently Allah future political ambition. I often beg Buddha I betinya. Look at the people like Sekou Marong. Look at the people like Fatoumata Jawara. Look at the people like that sell out by the bunker. Baba Gale Jallos and the others. Look at them. Learn from those people. Sekou Marongs. Learn from those people. If you believe you won this election as an independent, go and align yourself with the NPP and see what they are going to do to you. NPP and Menke, some of the people in Menyaku Senyola, how they deserted them. This is exactly what is going to happen. And Wale Asavu, Albe Lesinotala Damedo. Wait for the president or the zoo president to select his cabinet. Albalo Nagilto Komongo, you people, you are not important and welcome in NPP. But NPP needed you people. They needed you people to work with them in order to suffocate the Gambian people, in order to add more and more hardship in the daily lives of the Gambian people. Independent candidates must be careful. Independent candidates must be careful. So, saying for NPP, they are playing a very dirty game, but at a work no, because they believe that most of these independent candidates, as young as they are, will manta sonna ke fangoje ko yeke joramati adambaro bulokono. Madamanta tumume yalon ke bela siram nyilla. Adambaro me makoy amanko di dila ala minister loda yeni independent candidate wol muta ye neng patiol meni bialon ko be kew ye nyin député carte fe wakanante a pati kilinde je me yalon ko ay kuma kan jawo bondi wallanto ay kuma kan bondi me yalon ko hanama je kuma kan jawo fongoti barabe nyin independent candidate sol mutala ke imari wala kendeyani la kendeya baliafo. Every political party is be concentrated on the policies and how they are going to get their candidates win that particular constituency. Except MPP, me along ke fundi saram. Independent candidate ke bawol neng, ke fawol neng, ke la wulu nya fangofo, ke la banku di ya fang nyenenka. Ahmad Baye Nyimfole and so many others at Adama Barrow Nata to empower that statement of Ahmad Ba. Kaitandiko, all the independent candidates are never NPP. So Nimbi Sidingai Kalwaka Finyako, most of the independent candidates are NPP. Sidingai be we are for Kambang. Fonu Adam Barol mantra to nya for Kanye Akafunu Watu Mena. I don't phone in Kanyana. Eko Nahakilo Bole Tamadilla. Nahakilo Alinga Wol Tamadia. Ahmad Bako independent candidate so will Mubanko de Jawo from Tikata behind UDP ning APRC ning Fongo Bela a party Tolfo. Adama Barrow Nata, the same campaign podiums across the country. Ako independent candidates, hani killing tege me along kamu NPP leti. Independent candidate wo candidate ya akafali kamu NPP leti. Abe manke NPP ti banko jawo lemit. B and women to lado sidingai bigel. Nimbi sidingai kalu akafonye ko atol independent candidate sol jama bige ibe NPP le NPP di ngol lemit. Wo kumakando ka fo wato menna. Ahmed Bale be fania fo kambam. For Adama Barrow be fania fo kambam. For B sidingale be fania fo kanye. But these are the people many along ko be kata sidinyo kana ala lungo. Ikela executive meeting soro. Alia mirako Gambia mukam fo nene ba molal mantara nyato ba many along ko imam bet ya fendo na manje kana ka kuma ken so fo nyaba Gambia. Danko ni wo kuma ken so fo be itola nato nyin abawole dilera. Let's ask ourselves about these questions. Adama Barrow aning ala camp femme interest for itolibe fongola nidia sotla nyame. Wo nidia nyinun kasoto asoto nya. Ajarta ene faniafo, ajarta ene kuma kenso fo, ajarta ene Gambia dingul muta ye tulun Gambia dingul la ye Gambia dingul ke marsandi soti. Se Gambia dingul ke marsandi soti. ye fania fo Gambia dimolye ye propaganda ke at all cost dan ko telbe men soto le yasoto so atol independent candidates all aliya long alla integrity momenti alla karango be nyamen wala sembo wata adambar wala karamati. Most of the independent candidates you have a qualification. Most of you people are competent. Wala sabu your constituency opted to vote it for you than to vote for anybody may along can a lot under any party ticket. And that's because of the trust they had on you people. But if you want to know how those same people are going to decide you, go and align yourself with NPP and see how you are going to lose massively in the next National Assembly elections. So this is a word of advice to all of you. Yes. Say the can came wala mo aida Adamo Barrow mantra fan tonya foka Ahmad Bal mantra tonya foka wala do sidi yala mantra tonya foka but ibalon na men ko mun kay bele fo mantra tonya foka because ñinle mu executive ti men yalon kay be kasi ñokande kela kul ka ca kela plano ka ca bi banko ti ngala ñameng ibenda banko wafin na ñameng Adamo Barrow la saka Gambia wafin ne ala yata aya buso ñina saya masila soda ba wafin na ñameng abe ay kumol menu fo abita wala do mala ya fono alkana disappoint ning atata lota state house ko nako tege ako ñi independent candidate sol fon NPP ko leti Adama Barrow fon da ko la falete ne let nobody be surprised ning Adama Barrow fon lota ako independent candidate sol mu NPP ko leti hanning ayata non ko til dantan ko ma ala campaign wol to aba fulanye faka bulo bulendi ko hani mo kilinte ko no me yalon ka manke NPP ko bari maloti ge integrity tije daji ko tije so hanaya fo at agela ko mun kay kula fo me yalon ka ma betea maloti ge daji ko tije. So this is what Gambian people should understand. NPP, they maka understand. Even one seat. Gambia bata be keka nyame be ngalon ko masa kundal be bata be sabaka na Gambia Bangkoka. Bata la tankono tan kono to be masa kundal ba be sabaka na Gambia Bangkoka. Yet still, mulu ka karte ote ka fay ka di NPP la puru ka Gambia wafi. Already Gambia la sovereignty is already gone. The hardship maybe Bangkoka mo be ka ka experience. Everybody is feeling it that hit. But wobe kola hansa in alkakato di NPP la. Nganadu la fula njawro. Wala mu Seku Marondi. Seku Maron because malaf ka katate extreme. Ala la daro malaf ka kawto maf mo mo. But Seku Maron yeku mo fo ako dabo ye day. Ako dabo ye day hansa in ko mankarang. Because untol lota press la yala dabo lota press la yala ako dabo ma win woto ito la boyo dabo ma nyana ka diam wala but dabo nyana ka diam wala le because alman daji ko soto wala ya sabu bi alla palaso yatul sabage yal bondige alman daji ko soto Seku Maro Seku Bajaju Fatmata Jawara Alaji Jawara Baba Galle Jallo something Cisse is it all you know ñuni mun daji kala soto patio me alon ka yete samba hanni tani wo patio tingata la patio yete bay misal fe itinya na kala molati me alon ka yo patio bunya yo patio fo respect budi ke galo media to albe nyin ke ba ne na me alon ka tisi atol kilin wulu fati Fatmata Jawara be nyame njam Fatmata Jawara dumale ko musuki da Gambia men tabita Fatmata Jawara but UDP ye sacrifice the Fatmata Jawara samba parliament because of the sufferation at the benna yet still Fatmata Jawara kana kandasdo kalo ka usenu neng Adama Barrow di zu president akatara siringe akabulo ko sa fo ke bidbi bankoto we malo soto muntolo mune ba sabula fo lati o busala yagele ko la boyo nyi mudu mande wala tide membe kele la bi ani sama ale be nga duwa drom be nga simaya fo be sa kalamda ñunu kilimo kilin kono wallahi ginato the journey has just started ñunu kilimo kilin ibe la journey has started they are going to face something so terrible in their lives, one by one, including the zoo president. Because hako membela, kahadamanul ke masan disodi. That is the worst thing, the worst mistake. Mobe Menkela as a leader of a country. So Adama Barrow do not have any integrity among dajiko soto. Among what dajiko soto. Puru ka fonde dabo compare. Nyunu be killing be alon ko itolka memfasa Barrow among dajiko soto kani dabo fon compare. Dabo alina mamoy dabo ilo dulato ko nyin ay fani ala fujam ay sunya rol ki jam wallanto adabe nyin drug wa folo kono drug cartel isa wonen dabo compare way Gambia nga serious way let us put everything aside be banko do kula nyame ngasamba bo nyam Let us put everything aside. Hey, Gambia titala no abeta akante nyamendeng. Hani jani next presidential election. Hardship, job creations, will be able to lori inyamale. Fente falina wolto. The price escalation member ke Gambia. Abetula nyamale ate talala. Alenga to nyafo nyoye. And let us be ready to face the reality. Hani member NPP, whether they believe this or not. Member Gambia banko kana. Alenga duwa benga stimaya. Molla balu wala kolaya. Wolobe dende nyina fengo dala kolaya kabiki kanyamenten. Gambia janni nyin karte fay do nyi mankana. Mark my words. Wolte talala. Foning alafada but wolte talala. We do not have a government. We have a zoo government. Zoo executives in charge of our affairs. Lopitano lokudo fente falin nage. Fengo fente falin nage. Fengo fente falin nage. Nka yagi lopitano to kwefani ya mfale kabringa te feokana. Itate ambulance funa Senegal. Inate ye demandi londi lopitano to tare nka itana local ambulance long. Ata wo lopitano to yo ambulance londi damatu bi albe ye letter lage. Most of the major health centers in that country ambulance killing wole bige. That is a shame and an insult to the Gambian people for openly having a president who will be coming out to lie and deceive the Gambian people. So, the health sector, because in my respect sort of for all those things, it will our own personal interest. Job creation, drug cartels will come, the criminals will come, they will work with the criminals to be in charge of some of those possible opportunities, and the criminals will be in charge of those things. Gambia benefit would be only the zoo president and the executives and the criminal. Any profit may along to our national coffers is going to be shared between the criminals and then the zoo government. So so from now against the next election, Gambia development along KMC and local government they do not directly have any affairs with the central government. And thanks to some of those people like Ibrahim Malik Low and then Talib Ahmed Bensouda, KMC at least transformation that you can feel. And somebody was just telling me like meet at KMC you feel a little bit relief now. Gambia at least things are a little bit getting better in terms of infrastructure. But that is just KMC and Banjo. Where else? Everything is politicized. Propaganda, lies and decepting the Gambian people. So when we see the yala you go to the independent candidates. Independent candidates must understand that you have your own destiny, and you are responsible for everything that comes to you. Bring Albala campaign. You did your campaign alone. You endure on every insult, negative levels, the government Yemen pushed towards you people. Yet you were able to win the elections. Now tomorrow they will come after you. And they will cajole. You are one of us. Disagreement, but you were one of us. But they have insulted you, insulted your mothers, insulted your family. And they deny you. They deny you. Then you became an outcast as an independent. Sama Ibn Kane, without minding some of those words, so the weak ones, that will tell a lot about you people to the Gambian people. And any independent candidate who joins Adam Barrow, the Gambian people will definitely know that this is one of the psychopaths that the Gambia is looking for. You can work with the oppositions, or you can better still remain as an independent. But a party who insulted you, label you as the enemies of the country, come after you tomorrow, whether they give you money or any property or assets, and you fall for that, and you go and ruin your entire integrity, your entire consistency. That is going to be a worse mistakes that Allah at all as an independent candidate Albe Mengala. So this is a broadly advice to all the independent candidates to know what you're gonna do, and so that you do not fall for the cheap propaganda and politics MPP is pushing on you people. They know they needed you today. But 2 weeks ago, you were labeled as the worst enemies to the states, and you were never an MPP, and nobody should ever listen to you that you were or you are an MPP candidate. ñene mo ko wodi me yalon ko wollel for Ahmed Ba and then Adama Barrow ye enforce sambe binal kan te law kuma kan wolden kuma kan jawol yemen fo aliye ite wol be mbira la ge because malote la ko ani daci ko ye mbira la ke baya be damen to ani fen ko malote je daji ko te je be mutlal kan ne ba folaliye Gambia dum fana betara siri be jibe la here we have the president and the executives lying to the Gambian people, spewing rubbish and then swallow their own rubbish again without minding anything, and the Gambian people are not ready to put them account on the words that they said or the promises that they're giving us. For Nigel Bidala to fall for those cheap propaganda and deceptions. It is going to be a very big shame on any independent candidate. May along ko be join the NPP camp. May along ko be join the NPP camp. But minala janne ba katala independent candidate sol ni alasonda. Wol fengo fe yalon ko ay daji ko sotole independent candidate o fengo fe yalon ko ay daji ko sotole. Fongo fe yalon ko ay malo sotole andung atamari lafta asama ay ke fenti wo Gambia banko kam as a politician. Wote join Adama Barrow kam. We will try our best to work with the independent candidates because ndolata nyina ko most of the independents your qualification also dole. But yalon qualification o attending daji ko fatatale. Modobe ye aka qualification basoto but daji ko tala ko wala qualification o anafaka doya bad. Akuma ko Dawda Jallow be nyamen Dawda Jallow the justice minister Dawda Jallow be nyamen that justice minister yalong Gambia funnikel kono motige me yalong ko adaji ko do yata menta Dawda Jallow la because look at with all these struggles in search of knowledge anata na londo nyi sodo but ala londo fele sayin amana fa sodo daji ko tije wala sabala ko mo nyabono independent candidates none of you albela fla alieke like the likes of Dawda Jallow, the likes of Sidi Njai that dropped out. Nobody wants to be like that. So independent candidates, Allah future is in your own hands. Allah possible excel in life. Abe alfong le bulo kono say. Join NPP and you became an enemy to the states. Because already you are an enemy to MPP. Ahmed Bai Woful Adam Barrow enforce I empower. And he re-echoed that almost in all his meetings I conduct nande. So already, hanni yal kumani na kalsamana. Ala lonko deep inside them. All of you are an enemy to NPP. This is the hard fact. So ala baraka bake ntebe danna janneto ala ma suto to diala be kala kana domani kanana. Ala baraka bake. Assalamu alaikum.